Good morning, students. Today we would start with clauses. Okay. So I think we have completed the first exercise of clauses. Please open your book, page number 47, and tell me till which exercise we have done. I am very good, Trijit. Till which exercise we have completed? One of you please tell me. Up to exercise E of clauses. Up to exercise E you have done. Okay, fine. So we are going to continue today. We have then done adjective and noun clause. Today we will start from adverb clause. Okay. Can you hear me properly? Okay, good. So adverb clause, from the name itself we can understand that adverb clause works like an adverb in a sentence. Okay, that means it does the work of an adverb in a sentence. It needs to have a finite verb and a subject, and it can be of many types. Okay, just like adverbs are of many types, adverb clause can also be of many types. Okay. So what are the few types we will be doing? Adverb clause of manner, time, place, reason, comparison, yes, all this. These types of adverb clause are there. Okay. Just like adverbs are of many kinds, adverb clauses can also be of many types. They can answer the question of time. That means if you ask the verb the question when, then you will get the answer of the adverb clause of time. Okay. So, suppose the match began when it stopped raining. Okay, the match began when it stopped raining. That means if you ask the question when to the verb, the answer which you get is the adverb clause of time. Okay. Similarly, you can get adverb clause of place, adverb clause of comparison, of reason, of manner, right? So, in the exercise that we have, underline the adverbial clauses in the given sentences. Apart from marking the adverb clause, what we are going to do is, we are going to find out the type of adverb clause. Okay, I want to see if you can identify the type of adverb clause which is given in each of the sentences. Okay. Let us begin the exercise. Okay. So, let us start with exercise number F. You can do it in your book or in your copy. I will just be marking the answer portion. Okay. You can underline it in your book. Because he missed the bus. Very easy to identify the type. Underline this portion and write in bracket adverb clause of reason. Okay. Number 2, I wake up before my alarm clock rings. Okay. So, from before you will write Mark. Okay. Roshni. Roshni has written right Chandranath. Before my alarm clock rings. And this is adverb clause of time. Number 3. Okay, I am just going to tell you the answers verbally. Okay. He did the homework as he was told by the teacher. As he was told by the teacher. So, underline as he was told by the teacher. See, here you might think that it's a adverb clause of reason, but it is actually an adverb clause of manner, because you see the way it is being said, that is, as he was told by the teacher, in that manner he did the homework. Okay. So, the meaning is that he did the homework as he was told by the teacher, in the manner that as was given by the teacher. So, mark as he was told by the teacher and write manner. Okay. Number 3 will be adverb clause of manner. The clause will be as he was told by the teacher. Number 4, it is darker now than it was in the morning. The clause will be than it was in the morning. Underline than it was in the morning and write, what should it be? Yes, comparison. Roshni has written right comparison. It will be comparison. Okay. It is darker now. So, the clause is than it was in the morning and the answer will be comparison. Number 5, the clause will be when the cold wind started blowing. When the cold wind started blowing, underline when the cold wind started blowing and write adverb clause of time. Number 6, as if she was a celebrity. Underline as if she was a celebrity and write manner. Okay. As if she was a celebrity and write manner. Correct. So, those of you who has not done it yet, do it fast. We are going to proceed to relative clauses. Okay. Complete it fast. Okay. Relative clauses is it's a type of clause which tells us something about the person or thing which is referred to by the speaker. It is generally an adjective clause. Number 5, yes, I am repeating Sharnodeep. Number 1 and 2. Okay. Number 1 will be, I am repeating all those who have not written. He came late because he missed the bus. Underline number 1, you will underline because he missed the bus and write reason. Number 2, underline before my alarm clock rings and write time. Number 3, as he was told by the teacher, manner. Number 4, than it was in the morning, comparison. Number 5, when the cold wind started blowing. Time. Number 6, as if she was a celebrity. Manner. Done? Okay. Now come to adverb of comparison. Compares something, like there is a sentence which is given here. It is colder now than it was in the morning. That means it is comparing two situations. For that we use the adverb clause of comparison. The comparison of two qualities, whenever you will get it, then you will find that it is an adverb clause of comparison. You can identify it by seeing that it can begin with than or as or no less than. Suppose if I write, she is as popular as her mother. She is as popular as her mother. Okay. Though it is not an adverb clause of comparison, it is actually an adverb phrase of comparison. Okay. So, whenever there is a comparison implied in a sentence, then we say that it is an adverb clause of comparison. Okay. Next, number 4 and 5, I think your friends have already written the answers in the chat box. All the answers are given. So, we can proceed to it. Tells us which person or thing is referred to by the speaker. The relative clause is generally an adjective clause. Okay. It is generally an adjective clause which defines a noun or a pronoun. Words like who, which, that are used to introduce a relative clause. Okay, to introduce a relative clause we use words like who, which or that. Okay. Generally a relative clause is a adjective clause. Suppose there are so many examples of relative clauses which are adjective clauses. The boy who came first in the singing competition is my cousin. So, this part of the sentence which tells us something about the boy is called the relative clause. Okay. And it also connects this part with this part, right. And as you can see, this is also an adjective clause, right. So, relative clause relates the first part of the sentence to the next part. It connects the sentence, it tells us something about the person or the thing which is referred to in the sentence. Okay. So, often it is an adjective clause which tells us something about the noun or the pronoun of the sentence. Okay. They are generally introduced with who for a person, which for an animal or any inanimate object, that also for an inanimate object. Okay. So, these three things you will have to remember. Let us come to the next exercise. It's very easy. You will have to rewrite the sentences by leaving out who, which or that. Okay. Means sometimes you can leave out it is such an easy exercise, I think there is no need absolutely to write it. Very good. Sneha has written all the answers. Those who have missed it, write it. Good. Next is, let us come to exercise number G. Exercise number G, you can do it in your copy by leaving out the words which are mentioned, or you can simply underline those words and put a cross mark against it. It is so simple. I don't feel like writing it. You just have to omit the that, who, which, whatever comes, you just have to omit it. Okay. So it will be, this is one of the best cars I have ever seen. Okay. Number 2, the first house we bought was quite small. Means I am simply omitting those words. Yes. So do write the answers, all of you. Write the answers in your copy. If you are doing it in book, you can do something. You can underline the word which is to be omitted and put a cross mark over it. Okay? Understood the way you can do it? And if you are doing it in copy, write in full sentences by omitting the words. Those of you who has completed, write the answers in the chat box. Number 1, this is one of the best cars I have ever seen. I am simply omitting that. The rest of the sentence is same. Trijit. Same sentence, you just omitting that or who or which. Okay. I think all of you can solve it on your own. It's a very simple exercise. Do it on your own. Number 3 will be, the flight we boarded did not take off on time. This is one of the best cars I have ever seen. The first house we bought was quite small. The flight we boarded did not take off at time. On time, the dress was gifted. The dress, no, here number 4, Sneha. Number 4 is, you have to omit the first was also, okay. The dress gifted by mother was beautiful, okay. Make the change because the rest of them will also write that thing. The dress gifted by mother was beautiful. It will be, the dress gifted by mother was beautiful, okay. If you are omitting that in number, okay, I am writing number 4 sentence, don't be confused, just this one sentence is there where you have to omit was also in order to make the sentence proper. So, G number 4, the dress gifted by mother was beautiful. Okay. Yes, Adri. This is the way you will write it. The rest, all the answers were correct. Okay. Rest is correct. Okay, now come to exercise number 8. See, whose, whom and where. When do we use whose? We use whose instead of his, her, or their. That means for third person, whose we use in place of his or her or their. Okay, in place of this we can use whose, whom we can use in place of her or him, okay, or them. And which, this side you can't see, which for inanimate objects, okay. Which is used, oh, which is not given where. Where is used to refer to a place. To refer to a place, okay. So it's very simple. Exercise number 8 also very simple. Roshni has written the answers. Let me check. Chandranath also. Number 1 will be whom. Number 2 will be whose. Number 3 will be whose, yes. Number 4 will be where. Number 5 will be where. Number 6 will be whom. So Roshni, you have written correct. Chandranath also, I think same thing he has written also. Let me see. Whom, whose, where, whom. Yes. All of you can write it in your book. Okay. So the last exercise which will be left, exercise number I, we are going to, I want you all to write it in your copy. Try to write it in your copy. I will discuss it in the next class, okay. We will discuss it obviously before starting the new class. I am going to discuss exercise number I, but please try to do it as a homework. In your copy, do it, try to do it. If you are not able to, obviously I will be discussing the answers in the next class. Okay students, thank you. And those of you who are taking the trouble to write the answers for your friends, that's a very good thing. But friends also should try doing it on your own, right? Because this is a very simple chapter, not at all of class 8 standard, I would say. Okay, thank you students.